Good morning. Here are some cruising tips for today. You are going to need to remember what GCF is. GCF is the greatest common factor. To find GCF, you're going to use factor trees, find matches in those trees, and then multiply those matches together. For instance, if we're finding the GCF of 15 and 45, 15's prime factors are 3 and 5, 45's prime factors are 3, 3, and 5. If we find our matches, we have a 3 and a 3. We write those down. We have a 5 and a 5. We write it down one time. To find our GCF, we multiply those matches together, and our GCF is 15. You'll also need to remember what LCM is. LCM is your least common multiple. You just list out your multiples, find your matches, and it's just like finding your least common denominator. On your blue sheet yesterday, and probably your homework, you had to do some subtracting where you had to borrow. In this instance, we have a whole number taking away a mixed number. You have to have a fraction to be able to take a fraction away. So you borrow from your whole number. It would become 34. And that whole that you took away needs to come over here as a fraction. In order to subtract fractions, you have to have a common denominator. I can pick any denominator I want, so I might as well make it a common one and make it 25. If I want this to be that one whole that I took away, how many pieces of pie am I going to eat if there's 25 pieces to make the whole thing? 25. So 25 out of 25 is one whole. That replaces the one I took away. Now I can subtract. I get 24 25ths, and it's 21 and 24 25ths. Now real quickly, let's say I have a problem like this. First, of course, I need to find my common denominator. My common denominator is 12, and I did my conversions to equivalent fractions, but now I see that I can't take 10 from 3. So remember, you borrow from your whole. This becomes 31. That whole number has to be added to our fraction in fraction form. So I'm adding a fraction with a denominator of 12 to my 3 twelfths. And again, to make this a whole with a denominator of 12, it becomes 12 twelfths. I'm adding these together. So now I'm adding 3 twelfths plus 12 twelfths, and that's 15 twelfths. And now I can subtract. I get 5 twelfths and 17. Hopefully those cruising tips for the day will help you. Remember, it's Friday, so thank goodness it is Friday.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.